Well, good afternoon, everybody. U.S. Department of Agriculture released its monthly cattle on feed report just 22 minutes ago, and if you haven't heard the numbers, cattle on feed on May 1 was 10.453 million, 96.6% of a year ago. Placed in April, 1.627 million, 101.8, so up 1.8%. And marketed in April, 1.845 million, 99.1% of a year ago. And I think the market on Monday will regard this report as probably pretty neutral. I think there's some slight positives in it that I'll talk about in a minute. April placements, as we expected, were relatively subdued, although placements are said to have picked up sharply during May. Up until March, we had 4 months of lower placements, and then they were slightly higher in March, now again the second month, but not a big increase. I think that's coming this month. To me, the interesting fact was that feedlots placed 30,000 or 5% fewer cattle in the heaviest weight category, that's 800 pounds and over, than last year. And that's the second month in a row that this category had smaller placements, so I think it's somewhat positive to the summer market. Haven't placed a lot of cattle against that July-August market. April marketings, some may say they're a bit disappointing. They were a bit smaller than expected, but we have to remember that April had one less slaughter day than last year, so the marketings were still up 3.6% on last year, and all the indications are that feedlots remain extremely current in their marketing, so I'm not concerned about that marketing number. So with slightly smaller placements and marketings than expected, the May 1 cattle on feed total pretty much came in at expectations. Only 4 states, as I think last month, reported larger cattle on feed totals than a year ago. That was Iowa up 11, Washington up 9, South Dakota up 2, Oklahoma up 3. Conversely, the Texas cattle on feed total remains down 6% as last month. Kansas total down 2%, Nebraska down 1%, although they placed a lot more cattle this month than last year. Colorado total was down 7%. And as I say, 5 states, Colorado, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Texas, and Washington, only those 5 states placed more cattle in April than a year ago. One other interesting thing, the weight breakdown showed that the biggest year-on-year increase in placements came in that second to heaviest category, 700 to 799 pounds, 64,000 head or 15.8% more placed in that category. And if you just split between over 700 and under, the under category saw a year-on-year increase of 5,000, and the 700 plus category saw an increase of 34,000. I think what happened in the outside markets, as we call them, that's both the international financial markets and Europe, stock markets around the world, and particularly our stock market, what happened this week is far more important for the direction of the live cattle market and prices than anything else that's happening on the fundamental side. It's rather ironic that supplies of market-ready cattle remain extremely healthy or tight, and that we're in our best demand period of the year, and demand overall is probably improving as each month goes by. We're heading into the big Memorial Day weekend this coming weekend. I wish everybody a very happy Memorial Day holiday. That's the biggest beef sales weekend of the year. It's ironic to me that with that backdrop, we saw a dramatic decline in futures prices over the past week. The June live cattle contract from last Thursday until yesterday lost 412 points just in 5 trading days, and that, of course, pushed live cattle prices lower. It will push them lower again this coming week, and we're just going to have to wait and see if those outside markets stabilize to get a good idea of the direction of live cattle prices over the next month. They will decline as they do seasonally, but certainly on the supply side, this report today showed that at least supply-wise, the market and the industry remains in very good and healthy shape. So we'll talk to you again next month. Goodbye.